Hawkins here with Chickenhawkfarmstead, and today we're going to install this AC unit because it's way too hot to be working in this area back here with no AC. This is out in the garage. This room is a 10 by 30 essentially. Built a loft up top, and this is going to be my workspace underneath, where I can have it hopefully climate control because it's not quite as big as areas trying to heat and cool the entire garage. It's about 300 square feet. This AC unit is rated for 300 to 350. So we'll see how that works out. This back wall I'll be redoing and hopefully getting a little bit better with some insulation and closing up some air gaps. And I would like to put some kind of floor or another layer of ceiling, I guess, because that's the floor of the loft. So on this part, you know, something on there, that way it will hopefully hold the air in a little better and the heat this summer. But right now we're going to get this thing thrown in and see if it can cool this area. Alright, let's take a look. So here's the AC unit we're working with. It is a Pro Air 8000 BTU, medium-sized room. It says 18 to 20 or up to 350 square feet. Like I said, this is about a 300 square foot room. Pretty basic. This thing ran me, I think, around 220, 230 at Roll King. The next size up was going to be like 360, and the next size down was made for a 150 square foot room. But they did have a sale for $100 on those, so if I wanted to use two of my windows, it would have worked, but I didn't really want to do that. So, got this here, cracked the box open. Pretty basic stuff inside. We have, this is some like foam ceiling stuff. We got some mounting hardware if we end up using this. I've never used that before. I just usually throw it in the window. Some more foam insulation, most likely put around these little fins, skirts. And it came with a remote, which I didn't know it was going to come with a remote, so that's kind of cool. And then we got the main unit right here. It is a 110 unit. I think it's supposed to says it draws like up to 15 amps or something. I don't think it's that much. It's got to be less. But anyways, we're going to pull this out and stick it in the window and see how it looks. Alright, first thing first, unpack everything. So we got packaging around there. I'll top stuff off. I don't even know what this is. I've installed quite a few of these. I've never had one fall out or break, so we'll go with that. Pull the main unit out. Or not. That's one thing you definitely got to be aware of. These things are not lightweight. And this isn't even the big one. We'll destroy the box so there's no chance of returns. Now we do want to put our side fins on. That's a definite. I would suggest having a better workspace. I got a couch already full of stuff. Not the best workspace out there. Don't want to lose the remote. We haven't even got a chance to use it yet. Got some more foam. Don't know. We're going to take a quick look at the instructions. See if there's anything new. It has been quite a few years since I got a new one of these. Let's see. Scan through them. Just want to see when the thing's put together. It's the important part, right? There we go. Top mounting bracket. We need to make sure we screw that on. It's this piece here. That's actually, you know, part of what holds in the window, so that's kind of an important piece. Yeah, let's see. Top, seal. Other than the foam gaskets and where they're telling me to place those, so. And it's really going to be very variant on your window itself. Some windows are bigger, some windows are smaller. You might have more of an edge or a lip outside. I've had to use a 2x4 before to sit on the outer lip to help hold up the window unit of some of the larger ones. May not be the perfect way, but when you're not planning on leaving it in there year round, it's not a bad idea. Alright, so there's our instructions. Wood on the seal if we need it. It does say that in here. Cool beans, let's get this thing thrown in and see if we can cool this room down some. I figured out what screws went to it, because it needs 3, and well, there's 3 of a certain kind, so yeah. Not necessarily the best way to figure it out, but it works. And of course, they made these screw holes where it's hard to get them to screw in because you can't really get straight down on it very easy. At least not with the drill. Lengthen that up a little bit. Alright, there we go there. Get our side pieces put on. And that's usually all I do. This isn't going to fall out on somebody. It's a 1-story window on the back of a building. If you're going to do a 2-story building, you better put this thing in with every screw and bolt you got. But for this, it's just super easy. These things, slide them on, put them in place. A couple screws to attach. There we go. These are marked with L and R for the left and right, so that's kind of nice. And like I said, the fin part has a little groove in here, and that just slides into these notches on the side. Not super complicated. I believe it snapped in. I don't know if you heard the click, it snapped in. Now we got a little, what's it called, a ballophone or something, fins. We're going to do the same to this side. There we go, 1 and 2. And that's all I usually do. I mean, we got all of our foam and our all that kind of stuff. This isn't going in my house. This is out in my shop, my work area. Not worried about it. I'm just worried about getting some cool air. I might go back later and throw some of this in if I think it's going to really make a difference. So, see how it fits in the window? You just sit on this ledge here. And then you want to close the window down to catch this lip to keep that from going out. Alright, here's about a little bit up close view. Here is the little panel here. This is all on the inside. You see there's a little tab there that kind of sits on that. And then this right here. It says a screw, you know, they extend these out and screw that in place. Well, these are aluminum windows. That's not really okay with me. And I don't plan on destroying my window like that. So, like I said, it's gonna, you make your own decisions. It'll vary from place to place where you're at. You do want to try to center it as much as possible so you can get your fins out both sides. You can see we got air gaps. Looks like there's actually a pretty good one under there. Josh might be able to adjust this back just a little bit to fit more flush. You can see where it's not all the way back yet. So I'm going to push that back. And it basically just wedges into the window and that's it. And then we're going to fire this up. See if it cools this room in just a second. Oh, we got a remote here. I do have the unit plugged in. It was a 2-prong plug. Pulled the little tab out. And let's see what happens. Whoa. Oh, I like the nice big digital display. It is blowing air out, and this is pretty quiet. It is on low. Let's go to auto. And it's pumping heat, or pumping cold air. You can see there is a sleep mode. So I'm guessing you can have it automatically turn off after a while. Tells you when the filter needs to be replaced or cleaned, I should say. And delay. Not really sure it's a delay turning on or what that is, but there's the remote with all the same settings. Wonder how much this is, but I mean, it was a very fast reaction. I mean, instant. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to see. I'm not sure if that's the temperature it's set to or the current temperature. Yeah, see. Oh, see, I like that. So it's set, let's go 73. So we got it set to 73, current temperature 79. That's a cool little feature that some of my older ones didn't have. And, like I said, down here we got all this extra foam. These extra support brackets, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them, but they go back in there. Close that back up. They go back in here so you can actually, you know, this mounts to there, and then you mount this down to your window frame. These aluminum window frames, I just don't see that as a very good option. But, I mean, if you're installing one permanently, I guess it makes sense. Then some more different foam. So it's cool that it comes with all that. And we're going to, like I said, we'll let this run for, I'll give it 20 minutes, and we'll see what the temperature comes down to in this basically 30-foot square foot room. And the ceilings are about 8 foot in here. Be right back. Okay, so I did give it more than 30 minutes, gave it about an hour and a half. And we can see right here, we're down about 5 degrees. And that's way over here on the side of the room. I mean, we're looking at from here to there, 20 feet almost. And there's a long, narrow room. That fan there, I might have to kick on and kind of blow some of that cool air this way, because it is much cooler over there. Over here you can see the temperature dropped. I'll throw a little thing up there, closer view. But yeah, all in all, about 5 degrees of a temperature drop, which isn't bad for such a long, narrow room. And the fact that, you know, these are just panels here, then it opens up into the big garage. But there's the install. It works. It's going good. And it's not really that loud of a machine, so that's kind of nice. But that's it. Yeah, you don't have to be an expert to put one of these things in. Just throw it in there, throw some things together. It's not going to hurt anything. At least not that I've ever done. So let me know if I'm wrong. That's it. Have a nice one. Like, share, and subscribe.